I'm Trevor and my wife Kara, and we have three boys, Carter and Sawyer and Braden. Carter is 10, and Sawyer is 7, and Braden is 4. Carter is the 10-year-old. He has a congenital myopathy, and it's undiagnosed, but it's type 1 muscle weakness. And also Braden has the same condition.
Right after they were born, they had difficulty breathing, and it was fairly severe, for sure for Carter, and so he was taken to the little NICU right away and put on oxygen and pressure support and sent to Huntsville, and we spent about almost 3 weeks there, and then we went to Birmingham and were there for almost 3 months, and they did lots and lots of testing on him and couldn't really figure out what was going on. And finally they told us that it was a congenital myopathy, but kind of an unnamed one. There's so many myopathies, and this one is an unnamed one at this point. And Braden, when he came along, he didn't have difficulty as much or quite as soon as Carter, but he was sent home on oxygen, and he did okay for well, it wasn't really okay, it was very stressful. He did a lot of crying and wouldn't really gain weight, and finally we took him to Birmingham and they put a trach in, and it was just kind of apparent that he had the same condition as Carter. So they have a trach and vent for breathing, and they are on that all the time. They are fed through a kangaroo pump, with a kangaroo pump through a G-tube, and they have a cough assist and suction that is used a lot for airway clearance, and a power chair for mobility. They cannot get around without a power chair. So the daily routine would consist of getting them dressed in the mornings and groomed up in their power chairs, and we would mix up their formula and feed them with the kangaroo pump 3 times a day. And also they need help with toileting. We do a lot of playing. They can't play by themselves, for sure not Carter. He has almost no use of his hands, and his mind is very busy, so he's always thinking of fun things to do, fun projects. And they also need their noses wiped a lot. They can't do that themselves. At bedtime, we would lay them down, put them on their heaters, switch them over from just their regular travel hoses to their heaters so they have humidified air. We would put on their O2 monitors to monitor their oxygen, and probably do several sets of airway clearance then too.
Okay, so a normal doctor day, it makes a little difference on what the condition is or what we're facing, but we have a local pediatrician here, and we would get them ready for that, transport them over in our van that is capable of moving power chairs, and that would be for the normal needs locally, and then for any specialties that would be in Birmingham at Children's Hospital. And MDA Clinic is a very good clinic that combines a lot of our appointments together in one day. So it is a very big day, and we would see 3-4 doctors possibly, and nutrition, and basically that would be every 6 months is when we would see them.
Yes, we do receive respite care. There is a neighbor lady that comes for the night duty, and she comes Monday through Thursday night. She comes at 9 and stays till 6 in the morning, and she takes care of the boys while they sleep. She turns them regularly. She does chest percussion therapy and runs nebs on them, albuterol saline nebs. She does airway clearance throughout the night, just takes care of all their little needs. And she also gets them dressed for us, and so that's great. On school mornings, she gets them out of bed, has them ready to go. And then there is a girl that comes to the house 2 days a week and helps me with Braden, and that would be getting him out of bed, keeping him fed, taking care of his toileting needs, playing with him, doing therapy. And she usually comes about 8 and leaves about 3.
So as far as the cost, nursing help. It is some of it is covered by the Medicaid waiver program, personal choices, and some of it is out of pocket, and some of it is helped by our church. They do help us some with some of that expense. Nursing is, for what we've found, is it costs about $20 an hour, and if they have much experience or have been working very long, it's higher than that. But it is very expensive, but we couldn't do without it.
Mm-hmm.
So without help, it is very, very busy. Very busy. It's constantly doing a suction, cough assist, or turning, or moving, or picking up a toy so a power chair can move around. It's very, very busy. It's, if you can just imagine everything you do in a day and doing it 2 times for 2 other people, for sure when it's just one of you, all that has to be done and they can't do it.
So on the turning part of our boys' care, I think the average person turns about every 11 minutes during their sleep, and our boys can't turn even their head or move their hands, for sure not Carter. And so they lay in one spot and start hurting, and so they'll call out and we need to reposition them. A lot of times it's turning from side to back, and then the next time it's from back to side. Sometimes we try that and he's still not comfortable, so we go back to where we were, or just a little bit different, or put another pillow under his knees, pull his hands up. He likes to sleep with his hands up above his head. I think it's easier to breathe like that. It's just a lot of little repositioning details that we do all the time and never realize. If the boys had a place where they could go, where they had the medical care they needed, they would be thrilled. Very seldom do they have a place outside of our home or their grandparents' home where they can go and feel safe and know that whatever medical need comes up or alarm goes off, that they would be taken care of, and that they would have fun people to play with, and just a beautiful place to be.
So if there was a pediatric care home that the boys could stay at for 2 to 7 nights at a time, we would be able to sleep undisturbed, not waiting right by our phone for an alarm that the nurse isn't comfortable with, and jumping up and running to see what it is and try to figure it out. We could rest for 5, 6, 7 hours uninterrupted and basically clear our mind of always being ready, and it would make a huge difference.
A good night's rest would be amazing. When we watch the boys, when we listen for the boys, we sleep in a different room, but we have monitors that relay all the alarms, the breathing, any little noise, them calling for us. Sometimes when they're weak, their voices aren't very loud, and so we have to listen even for the quiet little calls of, I need suction, or I need to be turned, or wipe my nose. Sometimes it's probably getting up 30 times a night and going and tending to their needs, and that can be the repositioning, it can be airway clearance, it can be a sat monitor that their oxygen isn't staying where it should, and then we have to figure out what's going on. Is their trach plugged, or why are they not breathing well? And it's amazing when you listen like that for alarms all night, you just wake up feeling like you didn't quite rest. And the nights that we do get, when we don't listen for alarms, you wake up and you feel like you've just got the day. You can take care of them, and things just look brighter.
So if there was a place that they could go and medically have everything they need, it would be amazing, along with therapies there while they're there, and also a place where they could look forward to going, a place that would be fully handicap accessible. It wouldn't be a temporary ramp, just they would feel 100% safe, and it would be just what they needed. They could look forward to it. It seems like so many times they can't be included in whatever it is because of not being able to get there or do it. And they would feel very honored and special. And want to thank you very much for listening and thinking about helping us out.